This is all still really fresh. And my mom told me that we were gonna go see Brian, and that I had the opportunity to tell him what I thought, how I felt. Um, and I really couldn't think of anything to say to him until we got there, and his counselor was like, "Well, what do you have to say?" And it kind of fell out of my mouth, just, "I forgive you." And mom and the counselor didn't know what to say. Brian was just looking at the floor, like he didn't look at me the whole time. And I don't know, it came out. "I forgive you," and I felt that it was true. Stones. My toes. So you want to put, yep, on the front. The earliest memory is we went to a doctor's clinic I had to have an examination. I don't know if they were checking for pregnancy. I was 9 or 10 years old, so that shouldn't be an issue, right? But they did. They had to take a scope and go in and look at things. To determine stuff. It was frightening because I'm like this little girl, I don't know what's going on. And while they talked to my mom, they sent me into a room full of teddy bears to talk to a therapist, I guess. And she said, "Now I want you to tell me what happened. Tell me exactly." And she had these dolls, a boy doll and a girl doll, and did he take your panties off? Did he, and like, did he lie on top of you? And I'm mortified. It's like she was invading my privacy, and I didn't say anything. I didn't want to talk about it because it was really uncomfortable. And that was the start of some really pointless therapies that just, they didn't help. Yeah, just need a bit. Huh. You happy now? I blamed myself for what was going on. Any sort of problem that started happening, it was obviously my fault. Brian was gone, it's my fault. My parents are mad at each other, it's my fault. We have no money, we have to move, it's my fault. And I would bottle my emotions because I was trying to be like a peacekeeper and trying to be a big kid, even though I was really quite scared. I would hide in the pantry and open up the bucket of sugar and literally just eat sugar with a spoon. And that's how I learned to cope for a long time, was if something's wrong, I gotta eat. And then I would eat until I physically hurt. And then I was able to focus on something else. Scooby. What else can he do? What does Scooby like to do? It was after I married my husband, and he was just very encouraging and very patient with me as I learned how to communicate my thoughts and feelings, and I learned how to express my feelings in healthy ways. He helped me get into art, and he encouraged me to do the kind of exercises I like to do, like dancing. It took me getting out of what I perceived to be a dangerous place. And I found safety in being married to my husband and being in my own home where I could safely express myself. I know that when I first found out I was having a boy, I had a lot of worry that my son would turn into my brother because my mom had a son first and I was having a son first, and that triggered some painful emotions. I had to be reminded that my son is not my brother. Our family is not that situation that I grew up in. I forgave him a long time ago. We've both been on our separate paths of healing. Does it still hurt? I mean, yeah. We're both different people. We were both children. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know why he did the things he did. I would hope that there's more stories like mine. Not that I hope that there's more people being sexually abused. I know it's a thing and it's horrible, but for those who are, I hope there are those who are, especially for those who are abused by family members, like I was. I hope there's healing there and forgiveness, but man, I get it if there's not. Maybe there's a lot. I know there's a lot worse scenarios than I went through. I consider myself pretty lucky, actually. I've learned a lot about myself, relationships, seeing other people's perspectives, and like, this is a sucky way to do it, but I wouldn't trade it. No, I'm not mad at Brian. I don't feel I should still be mad at him, 'cause I'm not.